Alright, so today is not a free Tower of Chaos climb day, but I'm going to do the tower anyway because I'm recording it. I'm going to throw my recording up on YouTube so people can watch it later. So we're just going to start the first few floors are very easy on your way up. I'm going to switch my units out. We're going to put in, I'm just going to be doing this to do it quickly and slowly give 1 unit experience. So we're going to bring her for SP build, and she crits on every attack. We'll bring Dark Tina, we'll bring a Light Tina. This is because the Light Tina's a variant. The Tinas do a lot of damage. They've got elemental advantage against stuff. And their attacks are pretty quick. And then the last unit will be one of the ones I'm working on leveling. I'll make it the fire. You know what, let me not do her as the leader. I'm going to do one of the attack ups. I'll bring the, oh, definitely not her. I'm going to bring the Nike. Let's bring an elemental type with an attack up. Bring the Anu. His attack, though, is slow. The goal is to bring people with fast attacks that have high attack rates. And I think she actually has a faster... She doesn't do any bonus types of damage. You know what? I could bring the Jack. Red Soul Recovery. Not really a useful ability, but again, that's not an elemental. Let's see if there's anybody else elemental-wise I'd want to bring. You know what? We'll bring the Fire Fang. Or Wild Fang. Sure. Alright. This will be the team that I'll use until I have to switch my teams out. Alright, so like I said, this is me climbing up the Tower of Chaos. You know, in theory, this Proceed To button is supposed to work where I can pick a floor to proceed to. But whenever I press it, nothing... Now look, I press it and it's just... What? It doesn't let me pick anything. How does Proceed To button work on Tower Chaos? So. You know, because in theory, I'm supposed to be able to press the button and actually go to, you know what, actually, I'm going to jump back out, go to the Tower of Chaos, maybe I can just click on a map thing to go to. I just pick. I cannot enter the stage. I'm writing MSL on Facebook message. Oh, so, okay, proceed doesn't let you pick a floor. It just lets you proceed directly to the next thing. Alright, so since I sent them a message there, I'm over on their Facebook page. Apparently, November Special Guardian Dungeons will be Loki, which is awesome because I'm working on making up Lokis right now for a water Loki. Hello, Papaya. You meow at me. What? Yep, I know you don't like it. That's too bad. Here we are. Papaya. Papaya. If you want food, you'll eat it. If you don't want food, you won't eat it. Alright, looks like you do want food. So yeah, so it's going to be a Monster Super League's Loki dungeon starting November 4th to get a bunch of Loki shards. That's cool. Done? Good job. So, oh, this floor must not drop. Well, maybe it drops blue orbs. I don't know. Who knows? But lots of red orbs are dropping. Wow, Wild Fang did not like that Kokomaru. Smack. Well, hot damn. Regal Cinema gave me a free ticket. For sometime over the next 9 days, I can go watch a film for free. That was awesome. Alright, let's check out a Daily Joe video.
Florida, God's waiting room. It's home to theme parks, the Everglades, your Peapod, and of course, Florida Man.
Before committing a sexual act on a tree, yelling he was a god.
Suspects tried to start a fire with spaghetti sauce, karate kicking those birds and attacked 2 people.
Every week there's a new headline out of Florida. Wild, shocking, unnecessarily sexual.
Masturbating at a bus stop told police he was Captain Kirk.
But have we ever stopped to ask the question, why? Something's happening to men in Florida. And it can't just be a coincidence.
Drinking orange juice.
As a Pulitzer-winning journalist, it's my responsibility to uncover the truth, to reveal what lies beneath the swamp, to answer the question, what makes a man Florida man?
Florida man, Florida man, Florida man, Florida man, Florida man, Florida man. First thing I did was some heavy back channeling, mostly on Craigslist and Facebook. I needed to locate some of these real-life Florida men.
First up was Robbie. Last July, he ran into a liquor store with a live alligator for some reason.
Florida man Robbie Stratton decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
Yeah, I definitely regret it. That was stupid.
Talk to me about the night that you became Florida man.
Can't really tell you much about that night. There's too much
Wearing
alcohol
Beavis
involved
and
that night.
Butthead shirts.
Not just alcohol, though. There's probably a deep-rooted conspiracy.
No, it was alcohol.
What was it about Florida that made you do what you did?
It was hot. It was humid.
The heat makes you do crazy things.
The heat makes you do crazy things. Alcohol makes you do crazy things.
But isn't there something that all Florida men share? There's something behind it.
Mental health issues?
Oh, shit.
No, that couldn't be it. And this wasn't the only man affected.
He's been hit with charges after pictures in this video showing him handling an alligator, which he posted, were seen by law enforcement.
My real name's Jordan Bedford, but I go by the alligator man.
Okay. Alligator man, what's the common factor among all Florida men?
We all different. Well, I'm different from the rest because I do the wrong thing in the right way, if that makes sense. No? So you're not from Florida, so you don't understand my language when I'm talking right now, but I do the wild things. Anything you think of, I'll probably do it. Like I said, anything. I catch gators. Anything. Well, not anything, but basically anything when it comes to the reptile animals. Mainly the alligator, though. Really, like here in Florida, you're not allowed to catch an alligator. I mean, I didn't know that before, but I know now. I just had a little fun, put them on a leash and dance with the last one they seen.
What kind of dancing did you do with the alligator?
The alligator man dance. You gotta kick your feet, spell alligator in the sand as you're dancing, as you're going around, you spell an alligator and you end it with the stump. The alligator man got a commercial too.
You have a commercial?
They got a commercial. He got a theme song. Everybody sing like, nah, 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 it's the alligator man.
That is 100% the McDonald's jingle.
Well, it's the alligator man's on now.
I see what you're saying about doing the wrong thing in the right way and how it works.
It worked.
Where do you find alligators in Florida?
If there's a lake, there's a gator. I promise you. That's everywhere. There's gators everywhere.
These chairs are very hard to get up.
She gone.
So many Florida men. So many alligators. Surely there's a Florida man who's normal.
Hi, Missy. I am Captain Silky Silverchips, and I hail out of the island called Maritime, down in the Florida Keys.
Cool. And you're a pirate?
Well, I'm a pirate most of the day. When I'm not, I'm a landscaper.
What could a landscaper pirate possibly have done?
A man dressed as a pirate is accused of shooting his gun on the 7 Mile Bridge in South Florida.
So I took out my flintlocks
Oh.
to shoot at the sun. Now, mind you, there was no
Yeah,
projectiles.
you can put that. You know,
Simply gunpowder,
just
right?
put it away. Why do you defend what you did?
Well, I defend my Second Amendment right.
Your Second Amendment right to shoot a gun into the sun?
Yeah, why not?
How exactly did you become a Florida man?
To become a Florida man, you must first be a Florida boy and experience the life that it gives you as a boy to hone your skills to being, in my case, a Florida pirate man.
Have you always been a Florida man?
Ah, no. Originally, I hailed from Chicago.
Oh, so you're a transplant.
I was then. But since then, I've lived my entire life here in the Keys.
What do you think is behind every Florida man?
Must be the water that we're drinking down here to drive us to what we do.
It's a water conspiracy.
And women,
Women.
yeah. They're the ones that drive you crazy.
And while I was running away from these unusual men, I was heading towards some new ideas. There had to be a common thread. What was I missing? There was something different about this state. So many Florida man stories filling the news.
Oh my god.
Did Florida reporters know something I didn't? I went to an undisclosed orange grove to meet a very casually dressed journalist to find out.
What can you tell me about these Florida man stories? I mean, I have my own research, but
Sure.
you just give me yours just so
Oh,
we can compare notes.
Yeah, I mean, they are true. People do weird things here in Florida, and it gets into the news. But
No shit.
yeah, a major factor is that we went from being the least populated southern state in 1940 to now being the third most populous state in the country.
Sure.
We got
This nerd knew a lot about Florida, and while he mostly rambled, I was connecting the dots.
built tons of homes everywhere where there used to be just wilderness.
If there's a lake, there's a gate.
You can get just about any kind of weapon you want here.
This is me night.
49th among the states in funding for mental health treatment.
Mental health issues?
Another big factor is Florida was the first state in the nation to pass this landmark law called the Sunshine Act that says that basically any government document is available for reporters to go in and see. Police reports, for instance, are all open for inspection by reporters
And that's when it hit me, the missing piece of the puzzle.
by a guy named Emery Ray.
Just shut up. That's it.
What's it?
It's the Sunshine Act.
Yeah.
It's not what causes Florida man. It's why we hear about Florida man.
Pretty much.
I just figured it out all by myself. I'm a genius.
Florida man has been the butt of countless jokes, but maybe that's not fair. Well, this guy was pretty weird. The Sunshine Act makes it easier to discover Florida man stories, but I was just scratching the surface. We may not hear about them as much, but it turns out there are Florida men in every state.
Cute dog shoots its owner. The emoji.
And while Florida will always be America's petri dish of batshit behavior, the truth is, there's a little Florida man in all of us.
Cute. Say hello to Florida man. Alright, and I have to actually turn off that video piece. There we go. Hi, I'm Florida man, because I'm in Florida. Go figure. I'm also thirsty, so I'm gonna get some water. Maybe an orange. An orange if you're in Florida. Oh my god. Alright, so I might have been focused on watching the Florida Man and not climbing the tower as quickly as I should have been. Sorry about that. So, slight interruptus in the Tower of Chaos slog. The Tower of Chaos slog continues now. And the climb continues on the way up. The early floors are just very simple to go and climb up. You don't have to have any special teams really to do it. Well, I focused pretty hard on that one. Everybody went after the wooden yo. So apparently a Carnival cruise ship, after sailing out of Port Canaveral, normally a ship, stands up, went, and sort of hung like that for about a minute before the crew got it back under control. And it wasn't because of waves, they got it back up vertical. And so they gave everybody a $50 credit on board for thinking, since we all thought we were going to drown, here's $50 you can spend later in the day. Oh my God, no, thank you. Yes. Some guests preferred to fly home afterwards. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take that shit back either. All right, I'm going to grab an orange. I'll be back. All right. See, I said I'd be right back. Right back. Got myself my giant orange to eat. Mm-mm. If you want food, you'll come over here and eat it. If you don't want food, you won't. My cat's very finicky. It's a crab. Well, it's actually the hermits. Zoom. Yeah, the little self-heal on the Pixies, actually pretty damn cool. you want food? You turned your nose up last time I asked you if you wanted food. Good girl. Good job with Pina. Okay, climb continues. Okay, I think they're just going to have to focus fire if they're going to burn through these guys. If they don't focus fire, they're never going to burn through them. Wow, I might not actually be able to burn through them anyway because they keep... Hang on. Let's try this a different way. Attack. 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 If I don't do enough damage, they won't heal. Like that. And then I can burn through the one, and then I can burn through the other. So yeah, if you don't do enough damage, you don't trigger the auto heals by them. And without two of them, they don't heal enough to survive the assault from my guys. We're going to go after the side little dudes. Actually, you know what? We're not. We're just going to go after the boss. Might be able to do enough damage to kill him before. Alright. Or I'm not going to be able to. So we're going to go after the side dudes first then. The cottons are healing too much for me to go after the cottons to start, or the boss to start with. I might actually have to switch the team out because my healer is not getting any chance to get a heal off. I don't want to use the ult yet. And yeah, I'm going to have to... Alright, I'm going to switch the team out. I'm just not getting enough damage in fast enough to pull this off. Alright, so I had just been doing climbs with that team, so now I'll reformulate the team. A team reformulation. So, water dudes... wood with crits. Wood. She's a really weird wood attacker. Or I could just bring the Balrona. Although she has no useful attacks. Maybe I will not bring the Balrona. Bring the Kraken. Kraken does enough damage that it's worth bringing her. Alright, this should smooth through this a little bit easier. I left the Pixie in because I've got plenty of healing on the team now, but I've got plenty of attack power as well. And auto. If I punch through them, then I don't have to worry so much about them. That's another punch through. And another punch through. Well, I was going to work on spreading the damage out, but it seems as though that wasn't necessary. Let me switch this team out a little bit. I saw this guy gems. I do. Do I want to bring the attacker for him? You know, sure, we'll bring her. Let me switch out to the lead, just based on the fact that that's not going to work well for the lead. Light or dark? We'll go. Okay, next floor. Tried not to drop the keyboard. The keyboard went down anyway. Oh, I did not bring a shield breaker, and this is the one needing a shield breaker. So I'll have to restart this fight. I don't think I can pull it down fast enough. Alright, I'm going to drop out and redo this fight with a shield breaker coming along. Because no shield breaker means this just isn't going to cut through. So, to defeat the Cura, you need to bring a shield breaker unit with your team. So I'm just going to grab my fire kiki. I'm pretty sure I did not put back in my stash. I'm pretty sure she is a shield breaker. And she is, so she's coming along. Of course, now I don't have a healer of my own, so I guess we just have to crush the opponents. Wow, I did not land much in the way of crits. That's sad. Wow, I didn't land a single crit across any of my crit units. That was extra sad. So we're just going to go ahead and crunch them. So the saps actually might end up killing me because I didn't bring somebody to heal. And I just got attacked down across my entire line, so I'm not going to be able to do enough damage. This is actually rather sad that I'm going to probably end up losing this fight to the sappers because they managed to hit me with attack breaks. Well, they might not. I'm starting to land some damage on her. Oh, there she goes. Landed the defense break on her, and that was that. Alright, so looks ominous for a moment, and then she died. Okay, I can take the Kiki out. She is not necessary for continuing the climb. Go back a step. Just going to toss the bolt wing in. Go back and grab the pixie. The bolt was going to die. still clear the stage. Generally, when I get to the higher stages, I start just bringing with me a full light team or a full dark team. Yeah, crunch. You know, actually, I'm going to do something a little different on this. I'm going to switch over to... Oh, I actually used up all my energy. Interesting. All right. Next stage. But I'm going to switch out 2 units. At this point, leveling up the Pixie just, it's not going to continue like that. So we're going to drop in instead the Tina. Oh, the other Tina's in the stash. I was going to put both Tinas in. Put the Kikimaru in. That should work. All the water units, they just destroyed the poor bowling. Poor bowling. As I start hitting the remaining floors, the every 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, so on, when I hit the 5 increments, I'm going to be switching out units for doing the floor with a better set. This set should handle most of the stuff getting up to that point, though. Oh, although saying that, this was one of them because there's a boss on this floor. Our team got stunned out, and then, oh, they didn't quite kill the bowling. What boss was this one? It's another Kira. Alright, well, I've got all my units ready to ult. Let's see what happens when they all ult. Well, I got lots of healing. Resilience. Alright. Guess we're just going to focus on her. Oh, are these the taunters? Yeah, they're taunters. Well, I wanted to land the defense break on it. I did. Alright, yeah. This team's gonna have a lot of trouble punching through because I'm not getting healed. So I'm just gonna switch out the teams. Alright, so fire units. Healing, critical breaks. Hit points, Dark Miho, of course. Dark Sand Wraith, he'll do more damage as time goes by. Hey, Fallerino. Oh, is it tomorrow? Alright. Well, I'm gonna finish this floor up. And then I'll wrap up. Then who else do I want to bring to go up the floor here? Sarah? Or actually bring in a useful healer? Let's go with a healer. Alright, so the early floors, you earn back all the energy that you get anyway. And I was recording it, so when I say record, I'm actually doing the broadcast, but I was also giving commentary as I was going up the floors, and I will not be able to do that tomorrow. So if I wanted to do any of the floors and record it so I could, you know, encode it and send it up later, I had to do it today. And again, like I said, you make up the energy as you're climbing for the most part, regardless. So it's okay. Don't have a stress attack. Everything's all right. Yes, if you get to do it with free energy, you get energy. But again, my other reason was if I'm recording it like I am today, and I can't do that tomorrow, then doing it today was my option. So I was doing some of the floors today. That, and it takes time to climb up the silly thing anyway. Really? Why would you go after your elemental disadvantage? That's just... Sometimes the scripting on the stuff is really weird. You saw that Loki dungeons are going to be this weekend. Or on starting, I think, November 4th. Oh, which Miho did you super evolve? Oh, actually, you know what? I need to do some low light dungeons so I don't run into... I have no low light stones left again. Because that was really annoying. Alright, so let's see if I can land a shock. I did. See if I land the defense break. Did not. Well, I landed on one, so we'll go ahead and trigger Herald, and he can join in for the fun. Kill the unit on the left off outright. That's actually pretty funny. We'll go ahead and just trigger off stuff again. And that unit's toast. Your water me up. Okay, cool. Nice. I actually, this is going to be amusing, but I actually want this fight to run a little while. Because I want the Sandwraith to get his boost of max damage. I don't think it will because he's destroying the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and have the Sandwraith just ult and see if he just kills it. Nope, he didn't just kill it outright. That would have been amusing if he just killed it outright, though. Alright, so that was my Tower of Chaos floors 1 through 45 recording for the recording part.